It is not until we graduate and possibly go off to college that we are aware of what time freedom is. Yes, we want to, be our own bosses. Yes, we want to not work for anyone and create our own schedules, but are we really creating our own schedules? If you have a full day, 24 hours, how are you scheduling your day? Welcome to the PC Challenge, where we explore the creative mind and its struggles with productivity so that you can get out of your head and get things done. This is the first mini class in a 4-part series, and in today's class, we'll be talking about the time freedom of entrepreneurship and how it can be a trap for creative entrepreneurs. So let's get to it. I don't know if you realize it, but the majority of our childhood had a really strict routine. K through 12, we would go to school for the large majority of the day. We would come home, we would do homework, we would have dinner, we would go to sleep and do it all over again the next day. It is not until we graduate and possibly go off to college that we are aware of what time freedom is. For me personally, when I graduated and went off into college, I did not do well with managing my time. It is still a struggle today. And so what I realized is that entrepreneurship also offers us that same time freedom. Yes, we want to, be our own bosses. Yes, we want to not work for anyone and create our own schedules, but are we really creating our own schedules? Ask yourself that. If you have a full day, 24 hours, how are you scheduling your day? Are you going to work from 9 to 5 as though you work for a job? I really think that can be beneficial for us as entrepreneurs, because that time freedom is a trap for brilliant minds like yours and mine. If you are constantly overthinking, if it is hard for you to make decisions, if you find it hard to keep up with a routine, then it is best to have a routine. A 9 to 5 gives you a set time to be at work. You have consequences if you don't go to work on time. And once you're there, someone gives you tasks to complete and you just follow along with that. Entrepreneurship, on the other hand, is you have to make it all up. And so sometimes it can be hard for creative minds to create to-do lists, follow to-do lists, and to really achieve goals in a timely manner. And this has been true for me and a lot of the other creatives that I speak with. Before we get into the tactics, I want to give you just this small mindset shift, because as a person who has a creative mind, I find that it is really easy for me to get off track, and I often beat myself up because I want to be productive. And so a long time ago, I decided that I would forgive myself and resume, which I have coined as the FAR mindset. So if you want to go far and if you want to continue on without beating yourself up, you have to forgive yourself and resume. So if you messed up and you didn't complete what you wanted to do, if you didn't finish something in time, just forgive yourself. It's a new day. Pick up and resume. So here are 5 steps you can use to be more productive as a creative entrepreneur. Some of these solutions you may have heard 1,000 times, but these are my personal favorites, and I just want to share them with you. Number 1, using a calendar. When I say using a calendar, I mean putting everything on the calendar. I personally like to use a digital calendar and also a written calendar or a physical calendar. With my digital calendar, it's really easy to keep up with my online booking that goes into my Google Calendar. I personally love Google Calendar, Apple's Calendar. We'll leave that alone. And as far as a physical calendar or a planner, I find that helps me sit with myself and really decide what goals I want to work on, what lifelines, not deadlines, that I want to set for myself, and what steps I need to take to do that, and how to arrange those in my week. So that is why I like to use calendars. Number 2, time blocking. So this goes hand in hand with your digital calendar or your physical calendar. With time blocking, what I like to do is say, hey, in this hour, I will focus on this. Also, in that hour, I will schedule myself in a break or two, depending on the day. Maybe I'm really struggling to be productive, and even if I could get 15 to 20 minutes of work done, that would be more than none. And so sometimes once I have completed that 15 or 20 minutes, I have some momentum and I can keep on going. On my struggle days, after that 15 or 20 minutes, I will give myself a 5 to 10 minute break. And usually it consists of social media, which I'm working on, but time blocking is, try it, just try it. Number 3, personal meetings with yourself. I know this sounds crazy, but you need to check in with yourself at least once a week. What you can do is literally map out on your calendar where you will meet with yourself. This could be 30 minutes to an hour where you really plan out your week in advance, where you go over some of the things that you have been trying to keep up with from previous weeks and goals, and just regroup and refocus and keep on going on with your agenda. Number 4, office hours. If you do not have a set time in the week when you contact clients, follow up with emails, and or accept phone calls, then you are doing yourself a grave disservice. For me, texting and calling people gives me anxiety. So what I like to do is to put it in 1 or 2 days out of the week when I am just going to go ahead and psych myself up and get it over and done with. And that way, when people contact me throughout the week, I just go ahead and send the auto reply that says, hey, these are my office hours. I will be able to contact you back during these times. And most people respect that. And those are the people that you want to work with. And number 5, but maybe the most important, are to-do lists. This one is self-explanatory. Write down what you need to do for the day and break it down into steps. That literally is the way I'm the most productive, and I live by them. Sometimes I'll put them in my planner and sometimes they will be on a piece of paper, but they have literally been the blood that pumps in my body when it comes to being a productive person. Let me know down in the comments if you use any of these things already. Let me know if there's anything that I mentioned that you are going to add today, and share any techniques that you may use to maximize your time and to escape the trap of time freedom. And that's it. I hope that you enjoyed today's mini class. We will have another mini class dropping next week on Wednesday. If this is helpful, please let me know. If you are finding that a lack of structure in your day is making you lazy, then try some of these tips and let me know how it goes. See you next time.